we have Joe Biden and his administration out there specifically pressuring companies and big tech to censor the thoughts and posts of tens of millions of Americans. I want to also talk about this other big issue because Judicial Watch has been victimized by the government in this regard. It's what I'm calling the Great Suppression, which is the effort of government and big tech and media and other politicians in Congress and elsewhere to suppress the free speech rights of American citizens who object or just want to talk about issues in a way that the left doesn't like. You've seen it with COVID. You've seen it with elections. You've seen it with Hunter Biden, most famously, where they were suppressing information about Hunter Biden to protect Joe Biden. And now with Joe Biden in the White House, we have Joe Biden and his administration out there specifically pressuring companies and big tech to censor the thoughts and posts of tens of millions of Americans. You, I'm sure, have followed this whole conflagration created by the left with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is, if you don't know who he is, he's a famous podcaster. So he has essentially an interview show that appears on Spotify, which is a foreign company that makes podcasts and music available. So he's very popular. He has tens of millions of listeners every week and viewers. And Joe Rogan does something that's very dangerous from the left's perspective. He raises questions about government COVID policies. He has guests who know what they're talking about raise questions about the big government policies related to COVID and the COVID vaccines. And they have alternative views, expert views. And that's the worst type of speech for the left. People who know what they're talking about objecting to their abuses of power. So you had these leftist, quote, scientists pressure Spotify to censor him. Then you had musicians who I thought were all in favor of peace, love, and understanding and free speech, wanting to take their music off of Spotify in order to pressure Spotify to censor Joe Rogan. Now, Spotify caved. They said they're not censoring Joe Rogan, but they're going to what I call label his and other broadcasts that talk about COVID-19, evidently. I call it vandalize his episodes and the episodes of other creators on Spotify with a label saying, to see COVID-19 information, go to this hub, which of course will have government-approved speech. So when you label something in a way that suggests it's false, and to me it's outrageous that it's happening. It's suppressive. And as I call it, you're vandalizing other people's content in order to kowtow to the left. But that's not enough for the left. They want him to be completely censored. And President Biden's spokesman, Jen Psaki, the other day said more needs to be done. So you have the President of the United States, through his spokesman, pressuring private companies to censor the free speech rights of Americans. That's in violation of the U.S. Constitution, as far as I can see it, and violation of federal law. It's illegal. I hope Rogan sues them all. And of course, people like Judicial Watch get caught up in that because every time I mention COVID-19, Facebook vandalizes our page, suppresses our content, no matter what I'm saying. And we've been victimized before. We've had our material deleted by YouTube at the request of California state officials after we highlighted their failure to clean up the rolls in California that required them to settle with us, LA County. Secretary of State's office sent emails and we're communicating with YouTube. Take down this Tom Fitton Judicial Watch video raising concerns about vote by mail by highlighting how California's lists were filthy. And we've got these fake fact checkers harassing conservative content creators all over the internet that Facebook and other entities are using as an excuse to suppress content using fact checks which are nothing more than opinion checks. They're partisan, juvenile, ideological, and dishonest. Twitter locked me out after I posted a tweet that was perfectly accurate about a drug. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say the name of the drug. That's how crazy things are. Chinese communist-controlled TikTok just banned me for violating their rules. They didn't tell me what rules I violated or what the content was that was problematic. And I say Chinese communist-controlled TikTok, but they're no better or no worse than our own companies here in the United States. I've never seen anything like it, to have the federal government pressuring private entities to suppress the free speech of Americans. I've never seen anything like it. Reuters had a story today or this week promoting censorship of people who didn't want to play ball on the COVID craziness. And they confirmed that the White House was meeting with big tech to pressure them to censor. So there's the proof. It's happening. So we have this, and that's why I'm calling it the Great Suppression. We're in the middle of it. And we have to fight back. And how do you fight back? By increasing the amount of speech on the platforms that are even oppressive, and by going to other platforms and speaking as well. And that's what Judicial Watch is trying to do. We're not leaving Facebook. We're not leaving Twitter. We're not leaving Instagram, YouTube. At least we're not leaving voluntarily, because we know that's where people are, and we're going to talk to them there. We're not going to be driven from the internet public square by the left-wing communists that want to do that. And yes, we are going to be in other places that are newer, like Telegram, like Parler, like Getter, like President Trump is coming up a new one. What's the name of the new? Truth Social is his new platform. So we'll be there. We're going to be everywhere. And I encourage you to follow us everywhere. And in case they throw us off and others off, I mean, I see Dan Bongino, our friend, was knocked off of YouTube for some fraudulent reason. You should keep in contact with us directly. Go to our website right now, judicialwatch.org. Click on the button that makes the most sense. I'm not sure what button you click on. Our marketing people are going to be going crazy. Tom, you're telling people to go to the website and not telling them what to do. Anyway, just share your email with us. Share your mailing address with us. I mean, I may be typing out letters here to you if the commies have their way. And I don't think they will. But in the meantime, it's going to be a close-run thing in terms of free speech, which is under attack now like it's never been. So forgive the rant, but we all should be concerned about it. And I suspect more than many other public policy issues, you probably face this censorship. You've had to police your own speech online as well. So I know this is something that touches a lot of people other than, big social media influencers like me at Judicial Watch. I mean, they hate me on Twitter. I mean, go look at my tweets and see the response the left has. They attack me personally. They make fun of my physical appearance. I mean, they're crazed. They hate information. They hate the truth. Which makes me want to post more material, right? And so I encourage you to take the same approach.
Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all the latest news from Judicial Watch.